Welcome to Module 17, Lesson 2. In this lesson, we're focusing on measuring and classifying all of the angles in a triangle. Okay, let's take a look at number 1. A truss is a triangular framework that supports a roof, a bridge, or other structure. Trusses are engineered to be stable, making them essential for building. How can you identify and classify different triangles? A triangle is a polygon with 3 sides and 3 angles. And our vocabulary reminds us a polygon is a closed two-dimensional figure formed by 3 or more straight sides that are line segments. So we have 3 triangles here. We need to identify all of the angles in the triangle. We're going to write whether each angle is right, acute, or obtuse. We're going to do the first one together, then you're going to do the next 2 by yourself. All right, let's look at angle LMN. Well, right away I see an angle marker showing me that that is a right angle. Okay, now let's take a look at angle MNL. That looks like an acute angle. It's smaller than 90 degrees. And lastly, let's look at angle NLM. Right? Again, that is an acute angle. Go ahead and label the angles for the next 2 triangles. Press pause and press play when you're done labeling. All right, so triangle QRS had all acute angles, and triangle ABC had 1 obtuse angle and 2 acute angles. So I want you to notice, what are the majority of the angles in a triangle? The majority of the angles are acute angles, aren't they? Well, I want you to think about why. Could you have a triangle with more than 1 obtuse angle? You can't, can you? Because you need to have 3 sides. Can you have a triangle with more than 1 right angle? Again, you can't, right? So a triangle will have at least 2 acute angles. It will either have 3 acute angles, 2 acute angles and a right angle, or 2 acute angles and an obtuse angle. So what we do is we also want to be able to name our triangle. We name triangles by vertices of angles. Remember, that's the vertices where our 2 line segments meet. So we can name it, and when we do, we write a little triangle before it. So here we have triangle either ABC, triangle A. We could start with another one, right? We could start with BAC. Or we could also name it as CBA, right? We're just naming it by its vertices. All right, we're going to go ahead and classify these triangles into categories by their attributes. One attribute of a triangle is the size of its angles. Okay, so we have 3 different types of triangles. An acute triangle with 3 acute angles, an obtuse angle with only 1 obtuse angle, and a right triangle with 1 right angle. Now remember, from our little drawings back here, right, if we see that 1 angle that's not acute, that will tell us what kind of triangle it is. So let's take a look at our triangles here. Right away, go ahead and put a star next to a triangle that looks like it has 1 angle that is not acute. Right away I found these 3 triangles. So that tells me that triangle DEF and triangle TUV must be acute triangles because they have 3 acute angles. So I'll label them. I write my triangle first, DEF, and then TUV. So now let's take a look at the ones we starred. We started HIJ right here because of this angle. And what kind of angle is that? It's an obtuse angle, so that makes this an obtuse triangle. So we put it here, HIJ. And the same thing for this triangle right here, right? Angle MLK is an obtuse angle, making it an obtuse triangle. And right here, angle XZY is a right angle. So we know that triangle XYZ must be a right triangle. Pause the video if you need any more time. All right, go ahead and label your triangles. Pause the video and press play to check your work. Right, let's go ahead and check your work. Our first triangle is an obtuse triangle. You can tell it has an obtuse angle right here. It is greater than if that angle were about 90 degrees. Then we have a right triangle. We have a right angle shown. And this last one has all three acute angles, so it is an acute triangle.